The House Intelligence Committee passed the latest version of CISPA by a 18-2 vote, and they did so through a closed door vote. So there's already a lack of transparency when it comes to the latest version of CISPA. But if you can remember back in 2012, the reason why it didn't pass is because it violated online users' privacy. Now, government officials were looking for an update to the National Security Act of 1947. Of course, that act has absolutely nothing to do with the internet. It doesn't include anything about the internet. So it's understandable to want an update, especially when it comes to cyber attacks against the United States. But if you want to update the law, you can do so without violating the privacy of individuals in the U.S. Now, you would think that the latest version of CISPA would have protections for online users, but that is actually not the case. In fact, one of the two representatives that voted against it was Representative Jan Schakowsky, and she says that she proposed amendments to CISPA that were just refused, like they were denied. And she's very upset about that. She says the following: my amendments would have strengthened privacy protections, ensured that consumers can hold companies accountable for misuse of their private information, required that companies report cyber threat information directly to civilian agencies, and maintain the long-standing tradition that the military doesn't operate on U.S. soil against American citizens. I strongly agree with the need to enact effective cybersecurity legislation and commend the bipartisan effort of the House Intelligence Committee, but this bill doesn't sufficiently protect individual privacy rights.
Which, of course, is the entire point. So they had a lot of trouble with this because the internet roared last time this came up. Now they're trying to sneak it in quietly. And they said, don't worry, we amended it a little bit. Did you amend it so that it's not a gross violation of privacy rights? No, we didn't amend it that way. Right. We just want to repass it. And so we hope you're not paying attention.
In essence, government officials can spy on your online activity, including your browsing, without obtaining a warrant. In fact, the co-founder of Reddit, Alex Ohanian, talks about it a little bit in a viral video that he released recently. Let's take a quick look at that.
If someone wants access to our private home or to our mail, we would say, well, go get a warrant, right? CISPA basically says, not necessary. Your digital privacy is irrelevant. Today, I'm really hoping to get in touch with Larry Page, CEO of Google. I wasn't able to get Larry's direct number. Noodle, you're gonna help me with this, okay?
Thank you for calling Google.
I'm just gonna keep pressing 0. They don't even bother with hold music. Come on, Google. Damn. I was hoping you could connect me with Larry Page. Larry Page.
We don't have a Larry Page here.
I am pretty sure there's a Larry Page at Google. Well, here's the thing, because I'm worried because I know Google respects its privacy policy, and this bill is pretty much threatening to ignore it entirely. And so I was hoping Larry and Google would stand up for our privacy rights.
Now, he's trying to rally, support for the opposition to CISPA, and I love that he's doing that. He's been a very outspoken opponent of CISPA, and of course, the Young Turks are too. But another component of this story is the fact that the media is completely asleep at the wheel. No one is talking about this at all, even though our privacy rights are being violated.
Now, that's the thing. We're the frog in the slowly boiling water, and so we just had this huge filibuster by Rand Paul on whether the military can act on U.S. soil and drop drones on our heads. And in the beginning, Attorney General Holder, when everybody thought, well, nobody's paying attention, was like, of course we can. Then Rand Paul does a filibuster, and it's a Republican, so they pay more attention to that. They're like, no, of course not. No. The military can drop a bomb on an American's head if he's outside the country. If he's inside the country, probably not, right? Now here, they're like, military, U.S. soil, get all of your private information, not get a warrant, will violate the Constitution completely? Yeah, we vote 18-2. Okay. Now, hey, you never know. When he gets to the Senate, maybe Rand Paul will do it again. Because, look, the sad thing is, Jan Schakowsky's a great progressive Democrat, and there are some good Democrats that fight back on issues like this, right? But nobody listens to Democrats. The person who listens to Democrats the least is the Democratic President Obama. Like, if Jan Schakowsky is in favor of something, President Obama's like, A progressive. Like I would listen to a progressive. 0% chance he would listen. Zero. Doesn't care. In fact, he brags about it. He kicks progressives and then goes, look at me. How bipartisan am I? I spit at my base and my voters and my fellow party all the time. It's like that's his big point of pride. But if Rand Paul or a Republican comes around and says, hey, wait a minute, why are you spying on Americans? Clear violation of the Constitution. He'd be like, a Republican? So how sad is it that our remaining hope is a Republican from Kentucky?